Like a marriage, a community is woven. It is made up of many, many bonds of people stretching and reaching out and connecting with people. I learned how important community was during COVID. Now, I realize COVID was also very, very tragic. I mean, 1 million people in this country alone died of COVID. But I am one person that remembers COVID as one of the most amazing times. Because during COVID, at least for me, around me, community could be felt so, so strongly. It started with one of my neighbors sending around an email that said, hey, if anybody doesn't want to go grocery shopping because they are scared of bugs and viruses and all those sorts of things, then I'd be happy to get your groceries and bring them to you. Being an oldster myself, and at the very start of COVID, we didn't have masks, none of that stuff, and people were falling like flies. I said, I'd be forever grateful if you would bring those groceries. And I really, really was grateful for that and began to see how just in my small neck of the woods, people were interacting differently. It was more joyful. It was more connected. So during Halloween, people sent around an email that said, hey, the kids are totally sick of being cooped up in this lockdown. How about we make it the best Halloween ever? And we did. One of the new people to the neighborhood, she had the brilliant idea of setting up a piñata. Her family is originally from Mexico, and that was the biggest hit, no pun intended. I mean, we were all so sick of lockdown, people were just bashing the piñata. So it was an amazing time, really, in my opinion, because I'm usually human-powered. I'm walking, I'm biking, I'm kayaking. I connect with more people. I'm going slowly enough. So as I would bike into town, as I begin to climb the hill, someone that I never had talked to, he was sick of lockdown. I think he was working at home. He would be out in his garden, in his mud boots, and he would wave his arms and shout my name and come down to the road to talk. He would beckon to me to stop and talk. It was the beginning of seeing that almost my whole way into town. And likewise, as I kayaked down the coast, this one kid in particular, he would likewise wave his arms at me to stop me. He would shout, where are you going? That way, I would say. He would say, I get to have a friend over. We're going to wear masks. What are you going to do? I asked. He said, we're going to play Pokemon. It was an amazing time. Some people in some places have experienced this sense of community for years. For me, it was kind of new. It was an awakening. I now understand why parts of this country and parts of this world love their town, love their community. They would do anything, understand why all over the country and all over the world community is so, so important. In Guatemala, each community sort of has its own flag. They have their own colors. They weave their clothing, or they used to. I'm told this is no longer true. They weave their clothing with particular colors. So near Lake Atitlan, their colors are this beautiful mauve, lavendery, and blue, which are some of my favorite colors. And so the huipiles, they call them, the tops and also the pants for the men, they are all made of that color. So you can actually see where someone is from. My favorite huipil came from San Antonio Aguas Calientes. I went way out of my way to go to the village to buy things made of that combination of colors. So in Guatemala and all over the world, in small towns, they realize how important those bonds are, and they know from doing it how to weave a community together.
There's a mailbox rusted, paint peeling away, by the fence where we carved our names one summer day. The swing still hangs from that old pecan tree, swaying like time forgot folks like you and me. The screen door creaks like it's calling me home, but the porch lights off and the curtains are drawn. Your laugh used to echo through that old red hall. Now it's just silence and shadows on the wall. A mile down the road, where the wildflowers grow, where we danced in the headlights soft and slow. The ghost of our laughter still live in the breeze, but you're gone, and it's just memory in me. A mile down the road, still where I go. I drive by sometimes when the stars all align. Roll the window down, let the past ride the line. Can't turn back time, Lord knows I've tried, but a